Until I had these headphones, I knew nothing about them. Sendy Audio was a blind spot for me. I once put them on my head for just a couple of minutes in a store, but I didn't have time to add up any opinion about them, except that they have some very interesting solutions and that the headphones are really cool made. And when the manufacturer offered me to try their headphones, I decided solely on the appearance, thinking that it would be interesting, and I didn't lose. The headphones are really interesting in many ways, but not without their own oddities, of course. My name is Eugen, let's jump into it. Sendy Audio is a sub-brand of the Chinese manufacturer Sivga. Premium audiophile models are produced under the Sendy Audio brand, and Sivga covers a more mass segment. The company owns development and production facilities. So, Aiva is a handmade, open-back planar-magnetic headphones. They have a very high-quality finish and attention to detail right at the level close to the high-end headphones. The cups are oval in shape, they completely cover the ears, they are made of zebrana wood, the quality of woodworking is just perfect. On the outside there is a two-layer aluminum grille with an intricate finish scale pattern, which by the way is also found on the connectors. It all looks great in real life, and I love this mix of traditional oriental style with modern high-tech. The ear pads are anatomically shaped, designed using big data analysis. The side plane of the ear pads is made of faux leather, but the area touching the head skin around the ear is made of a nice soft fabric. There is a cushion with a memory effect material inside of the ear pads. As for the benefits of the anatomical shape, the ear pads are really comfortable. There are no complaints about them at all, you just don't feel them. It's hard to say whether there will be a deterioration in comfort if you use the ear pads with traditional geometry. Until proven otherwise, we will assume that this geometry works. The only complaint about the ear pads is that they are fixed in a classic way without magnets. I don't really like this type of fixing. Well, in general, in terms of fit, I want to say that I can wear them without problems for several hours. The headband distributes the weight of these 420 grams headphones just great. Its design is quite simple. The metal arc that determines the pressure to the head, it is optimal, the headphones do not put much pressure on the head. And the leather part adjustable in height. The hinge parts are strong and made of deep anodized milled aluminum. The fit of the parts is just perfect. The only gripe about the headband is that it isn't very convenient to adjust. The part isn't grasping, rather tight, and when the headphones are on the head, it's very difficult to adjust the height. The headphones come with a gorgeous soft-braided single crystal copper cable. It has a wooden splitter and metal connectors with the same pattern as on the cups. On the side of the headphones, 2.5mm connectors are marked with both color and letters. They are firmly fixed in the cups with such a clear click. And on the amplifier side is a balanced 4.4mm Pentagon jack. It's becoming more and more common to find sources with balanced output these days, so that's a good thing because you can put more power into your headphones through a balanced connection. But Aiva comes with a 3.5mm adapter, so if you don't have a balanced output in your source, it doesn't matter. However, you'll have to buy a 6.3mm adapter yourself, it is not included in the kit. What else is interesting? The kit comes with an excellent hard case, and this is the best solution for these headphones in my opinion. It allows you to safely store and transport them and doesn't increase the dimensions too much. And it has small feet underneath that allow you to maintain an upright position. Really cool case, I like it very much. From whatever point you look, ergonomics, design and workmanship, there are no questions at all for these headphones. Everything is at the level of competitors. You take it in your hands and you understand that Aiva are excellent, pleasant and of high quality. But what about their sound? It's pretty interesting actually. But first, let's talk about the drivers. Inside, between two arrays of magnets, there is a rather large planar-magnetic membrane, 97 to 76 mm in size and only 3 microns thick. This membrane allows to create a sound of the highest resolution and detail. But there are some nuances. Despite the fact that in its specs the headphones won't scare you with numbers, the frequency response is 20 to 40,000 Hz, the impedance is 32 ohms, the sensitivity is 96 decibels. Formally, the headphones are ready to be connected even to a laptop, but don't let that fool you. Like any high-res headphones, Aiva proved to be demanding on amplification. These headphones need a good, very good amplifier. Yes, by connecting them, for example, to a laptop, you'll hear a fairly high-quality sound, if we can talk about the analog output of a laptop at all. Well, at least the high resolution will impress you, but in my environment, hooking them up to my MacBook Pro, which has an advertised new high-impedance headphone amp and blah blah blah, it gave me a fairly flat, highly detailed but rough sound. Absolutely not what these headphones are actually capable of. Keep that in mind, you won't get the most out of these headphones without a decent amplifier. But when using such an external device, here I have a Matrix Audio Element M2, there will be no more questions for them. And I think that you can try listening to them with tube amplifiers, since I will love beautiful textures, they deliver all this with great enthusiasm. By the way, the manufacturer told me that they need about 100 hours of warm-up, which I did. Right out of the box, the headphones sound somewhat harsh, especially in the upper half of the range. But after about 25 to 30 hours of warming up, positive changes begin. The sound gradually becomes more comfortable, more liquid, and already after 50-60 hours they reach a sound close to their maximum. So how do these headphones sound? They are primarily tuned in such a way as you can enjoy high resolution across the entire spectrum. Aiva sound very transparently and as neutrally as possible. Like a master of calligraphy, they like to draw various fancy images and patterns. In this regard, I'll recommend you an excellent band from Miami, Scone Cash Players, creating something at the junction of funk and soul music with the help of a solo organ. Warm, sweet vintage vibes in pastel colors. With this music, Aiva show themselves in all their glory. On the song All These Bad Things, they create a small in-depth but rather freeing with stage filled with air. In this scene, the soaring voices are beautifully shown, they easily surround you, filling the whole space. And the juicy organ remains well defined on the background, and it is only occasionally lost under the pressure of voices. Each instrument is drawn accurately and as authentically as possible. There is also a lot of information in the sound of the rhythm section. The headphones can easily go down the range and extract a lot of information there. However, these headphones don't have much bottom end weight. If you are a bass head, you'll probably find these headphones somehow lightweight sounding. For example, if you are into electronic music, then Aiva will shift the focus from beats to the upper half of the frequency range. For example, if you listen to some kind of synthwave music like FM84, then you'll probably lack the body on the drum machine. Plus, the headphones are clearly trying to focus you on the top-end sounds of things, which is why the overall character is so super sparkling. On the one hand, it is very beautiful, but the balance isn't to my taste. But if you crave for new wave and all that, then I think you'll like the new German band called Minimal Schlager. And here Aiva no longer sounds so unbalanced. On the contrary, you get all the advantages of the signature of these headphones. This band sounds very clean, there is no excess rise in the treble, they remain very comfortable, the vocals are delivered neatly, not too close, but not too far, with a lot of echoes. Everything is in harmony and pretty impressive in detail. Beautiful, gorgeous sound. As for rock music, here I have rather positive emotions, because the headphones are fast and precise. And the more complex the music is, the more buzz you get. This time I won't recommend anything over technical, but all fans of the genre should listen to an excellent British band. Kid Capici was formed back in 2013, but they have just released their first album. Their music is in many ways traditional noisy British punk rock, quite cheerful with angry guitars and all that. On this music, Aiva doesn't sound too sharp or too rough, but allows the musicians to show their aggressive attitude through speed, exceptional accuracy of each guitar riff and transparency in voices. Everything is cool, but the only thing is that these headphones aren't very fond of noise. More precisely, they can accentuate various noisy and dirty sounds, delivering them in great detail. This doesn't make the sound worse, just such a feature of the sound. They honestly dump on you absolutely everything. But if you listen to something more mainstream, like the new Ozzy album in high-res, then these noise problems are not here. Everything is more than fine. A free, wide stage, Jeff Beck's guitar sounds just divine, Ozzy's vocals are not too close, he won't be able to bite your head off, but you can definitely enjoy his yelling. But classical jazz lovers will get the strongest impressions on these headphones. The new album by German trumpeter Mike Kral's quartet sounds like a real benchmark. Aiva creates the perfect picture of the jazz scene. Each instrument sounds clear and open as in a live performance. You have precise localization, intelligibility of each subtle sound, perfect timbre balance. You sit down and listen to everything without interruption from beginning to the end. Just incredible. Finally, Aiva are perfect headphones with great fit, good packaging and kit, finish and attention to detail in every sense. Yes, these headphones don't do everything equally well, and they obviously won't suit bass heads. But for those who love jazz, funk, soul and everything in between, as well as those who prefer precise signature with a high amount of detail, Aiva definitely deserves the closest attention.